Welcome to Buddha's in Your Landfill. Last night I went to a local restaurant, and this restaurant had burned down in town and had moved out to a little bit outside of town. So we sat in a large booth, and I looked up on the wall, big brick wall, and there was a big firefighter's canvas suit armor pinned up on the wall with the firefighter's weapons. He had a hose and an axe. So we were sitting there having dinner, and I was looking at this, and next to it was the picture of the restaurant when it burned down in town, and I realized I had taken that picture. And as I watched the hero's armor pinned up on the wall, it reminded me of Hurt Locker. Did you all see that picture? It was about, it really hurt me because the picture bumped Avatar off from Best Picture. But I saw Hurt Locker, and it's been sticking with me ever since. But the Hurt Locker was about a bomb diffuser in Iraq who wore the same kind of, it looked like the same kind of armor that the firefighter wore. So I began to, my mythic metaphorical mind began to start connecting dots. And I realized that the firefighters, this armor, was just like if you go to a medieval castle, there would be armor of the knight, standing there with these weapons. So here was a modern knight, his clothes, like his armor, suit of armor, and his weapons, standing up on the wall, like a heroic figure, maybe an X-Man with superpowers, or maybe a Hindu god with the weapons that he uses to fight evil and the dragon. And so who does the firefighter fight but the dragon fire? And his weapons are water and the axe. So he goes into the dragon's mouth with the one weapon that the dragon fire fears, which is water. And he uses the axe to clear away the obstacles to the dragon's heart so he can apply the water there and put out the fire. So these are his weapons. And then I got to thinking, this was a very good meal. So I did other things too, but when your metaphorical mind opens up, you start connecting dots, and a larger picture comes in view, a larger universal picture. And the picture that began to come into view was the mythic hero, the mythic universal hero that is present in all of the ages. And the dragons may differ, the armor may differ, the weapons may differ, but the hero remains the same. And then I got to thinking, well, I know in Zen, in Zen Buddhism, Buddha nature, everyone has Buddha nature. So the hero is our hero nature, our Buddha nature, and everyone has this hero nature. So I got to thinking, well, what is the pattern? What is the essential ingredient to the hero nature? Since we all have it, and we certainly would like to awaken it because we all have dragon fires. So the essential ingredient that makes the hero different from the average person is that when there's a fire, the firefighter goes into the fire while other people are getting away from the fire. So the firefighter chooses the fire. He welcomes the fire. His role is to go into the fire, right? And you can't put out the fire unless you go into the fire. So these ingredients now, the fire, the hero, and the weapons now in the myth-making mind, in the myth-making, becomes universal. And when it's universal, it means that you have it too. So now if I'm going to talk about my inner hero, your inner hero, we have to understand it psychologically and not in history. Because the hero in history is going to be about the fire downtown that was in history that the firefighter put out, or whatever the fire is, it's going to be in time, and it's going to be external in the world. But when it becomes universal, it becomes timeless, and when it's timeless, it becomes me. There's a timeless element in me. Timeless means it's everywhere. Timeless means it's not in space and time. So that means if it exists, it's everywhere. So it's everywhere, it's in me and you. So then if we look at it from this psychological point of view, right, now what is the fire and what does the hero in me do? Okay, so now I have an emotional fire. I have a problem. I have a burning. Somebody has hurt me. Something has happened. The world has burnt me. Either a person or conditions or my own body or my own mind has turned and started a fire. Now the fire is felt emotionally in the feeling. I feel the pain. I feel the pain. What happens to the mind is that it connects the feeling of pain to a story in time and blames the story in time. So somebody did it to me. Well, that's already past. You see, it's in time. It's external. Something in the world caused my pain, and I feel like to get rid of the pain, which I want to do, I have to get rid of the cause, which is the person or the situation, or I got to fix I got to fix it, I got to remove it, I got to kill it, I got to run from it, I got to repress it, I got to do something to it to get away from it. What I don't do, I don't go into it, you see. I don't choose it. That's what we're not conditioned to do in the world. But the hero within, realizes that in order to heal the pain within, I have to go into it. So how do I go into the pain within? Okay, the psychological, the feeling of pain. Well, here's where the hero has both the water of awareness and the axe. So he turns, instead of running from the pain, the hero turns, and he chops away the story from the feeling. The feeling is now, the story is yesterday. So he chops away the ropes that tie the feeling to history, to yesterday, to he did it, to the world did it, or to the future's going to do it, or whatever, to time. Cuts away time, and that leaves just the feeling. Now I become curious about the feeling. Well, where is it? Do I feel it in my gut, in my arms, in my neck, in my head? What is the feeling like? What is the feeling without the story? Now, this curiosity, this question, what is this feeling, is the water of awareness. So when I begin to pour the water of awareness on the feeling, that has been separated from the story, it puts out the fire, you see. It puts out the fire. So in this way, we are all heroic heroes. We all have the tools of the water of awareness and the axe to chop away the story, the obstacles to putting out the fire. So this is our Buddha in the landfill today, and I hope you find this Buddha in your landfill, because when you find a Buddha in your landfill, it will liberate you from time, and it will liberate you from the weight and the pain of the landfill. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.